That's an okay angle. So, why did I get this thing? Brand new. I've got an old CNC machine, and I guess here are some of my ideas so far. As I mentioned in the last video, I wanted to cut metal, and the old machine just is not set up for that. The X-Carve really is a thing that is meant to chew through wood, and you know, I could do some stuff to stiffen it up, but the belts that it's using, it just isn't great. And such a large surface area, like such a large table, I don't always feel like everything is dialed in and it has much more room to just get out of whack, which is fine for wood and some things. But I want to start cutting some smaller stuff that is way too much work area for metal. I think this is very appropriate for what I'm going to be doing. Probably, I want to make some like GoPro style mounts and stuff that can hold action cameras. I could certainly do that with 3D printing, except when I'm using that stuff in go-karting, it just falls apart. You really can't do a lot of stuff like that with 3D printing. It's good in some areas, but definitely not that. So that's one place where I'm really excited. And as I mentioned before, this will have a 4th axis and has a tool changer. And just as somebody who's trying to enrich my practices in manufacturing, I think that both of those things are a great thing to have. And the X-Carve won't even support it. The controller cannot do a 4th axis, and I don't think there would be another channel even to do tool changey stuff. But really, this shouldn't be a comparison between apples and oranges. I also like that this thing is enclosed. It's got its own dust collection. Should be a lot quieter. I'm not gonna let this in the house, I don't think, but we'll see. It's a nice looking unit though, as far as machines go. I'll admit I definitely have some reservations about this being like a maker style thing, which is a plus and minus in a few areas. I am obviously kind of a maker. I would say just advanced. So this is fine, but this certainly is not an industrial CNC machine, and it's not marketed as an industrial CNC machine. And I'm really not going to use it as much for like production runs or anything, but definitely some parts that I want to make for myself, this will be great. If I want to do things in mass, then we'll talk about upgrading or outsourcing. But at least I'll have a way to mock it up at home first. Bye.